Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today I'm going to share with you a recipe of sugar glazed and chocolate glazed homemade donuts as well as chocolate glazed donut balls. The recipe is very easy and it yields approximately 70 donuts or 50 donuts and 35 chocolate balls. So what you have to do is you have to prepare the yeast mixture, which is a cup of lukewarm water, 2 tablespoons of dry instant yeast powder, and 2 tablespoons of sugar, and you have to let it rest. When you see the bubbles or you see that the water has become a little murky, cloudy, then you have to add 3 eggs and you have to beat it. Then you will add a cup of oil or butter, and then you will slowly add your batter mix, which is white flour or all-purpose flour, and you will add it slowly because first you need a thin consistency, and you will slowly build up the consistency and make it into dough, which is kneadable. So here I am. Right now you can see that the consistency is just like whipping cream, and what we want to achieve is to make a soft dough, a very soft dough. And at this point also we will add as much sugar as we want our donuts to be sweet. So if you don't like too sweet donuts, just add half a cup of sugar to approximately 3/4 of a cup of sugar. If you like very sweet donuts, which is not recommended, you can add as much sugar as you like, up to 2 cups. So we are going to be glazing them with sugar anyway. And for the glaze, we are going to use milk and icing sugar mixture, and we are going to make a very thin paste. And for that you can take a cup of milk and a cup of icing sugar and mix it, and if it's thick for you, then you can just add a tablespoon of milk till you reach a thin runny consistency of the icing. And then for the chocolate glaze, you're going to take any chocolate frosting of your choice. I've taken Hershey's chocolate frosting, milk chocolate. I added 3 tablespoons of that to half a cup of milk and half a cup of icing sugar. I added the icing sugar a little bit to make sure the consistency was thick. And then I glaze all my donuts according to how many I wanted the sugar glazed and how many I wanted the chocolate glazed ones. Both the glazed recipes turned out perfect, and if you like, you can add vanilla essence in the sugar glaze or the chocolate glaze. I added in the chocolate glaze because I kind of forgot to add in the sugar glaze, but even then it turned out perfect. If you like, you can also add dry icing sugar without preparing any glaze. You can just sprinkle the icing sugar on top of your donuts, and that would also be perfect. Here you can see our dough is ready. This is how soft you want it to be. We have added 4 cups of flour, and this, as I told you, it will yield you 60 to 70 donuts, medium to large size depending on the size of your donuts. And for a cutter, I'm going to show you how to DIY the cutters. I am going to use the lid of my mayo jar, and I'm going to use the small lid of a water bottle to make the hole of the donut. To cut it, I will be showing you how I've managed to cut all the donuts, and then you can easily cut out using any jar lid. I would highly recommend that you cook the donuts on a medium to low flame. Don't be hasty, have some patience, and you will get perfect donuts. If you keep it on a high flame, then your donuts would get red from the outside and they will still be soggy or undone from the inside. So this is all the oil you need, 1.5 to 2 cups of oil, any deep pan, frying pan. You don't need a karai, you don't need a deep pan. And this way you'll be saving oil as well, and you will be getting perfect donuts. If you want to make baked donuts, you can use the same dough. After cutting, I would recommend that you keep all the cut donut shapes, all the donuts in a tray to rise. Let them rise for 1 hour or half an hour. If you have time, 1 hour. Then they will rise and they will be even more fluffy and they will be softer. But if you don't have time, you can just cut them and use them right away, because I have already let my dough rise overnight. If you want to, you can use this dough after 4 to 6 hours as well. But for best results, let it rise overnight. And then after cutting, let it rise for 1 hour.